Hello, good morning. Welcome to a brand new episode of this Disney Cruise Line vlog. If this is your first vlog, my name is Ben. I am currently on the Disney Wonder on a 7-night cruise to Alaska. Today is day 3 and we are at Skagway. We have an excursion booked today through Alaska Shore Excursions. But before that, we're gonna go grab some breakfast to fuel up, ready for us to jump off the ship and go and explore and see what Skagway has to offer. I don't know what it is about the Disney beds, but they're so comfortable. The pillows always have a great night's sleep. Even though I am 9 hours behind UK time since we came into Alaska. So, returning to the UK is gonna be fun, having to deal with jet lag. But yeah, let's go grab some breakfast, fuel up, ready for our day in Skagway. For breakfast, we're heading over to Cabanas. Today's look is my grey cardi, jeans, and just some sensible trainers. So expect there's going to be a lot of walking to do today. So a port day is a great opportunity for the maintenance team to come and do some work on the boat. Got a man just tapping away over there by the adults only pool. And then we had a man coming to clean the windows this morning, or the porthole, should we say. On our Skagway day, you could get off the boat as early as 7:15, and we're not actually due to be back on the boat until 8 PM this evening. So you've got good 13 hours to explore Skagway, which is quite uncalled for when it comes to a port day. After yesterday's sweet breakfast, I decided to go for a savoury breakfast today. So I've gone for eggs Benny, sausages, bacon, hash browns, scrambled egg, classic fry up. Just headed back to the room just to grab my bag and my gilet. It's quite warm, so I'm expected it's not going to be a full coat kind of weather. One thing to note is you will need your key to the world card, and you will also need your passport for anyone who is 18 over, but everyone needs their key to the world card. If you have magic bands, you can use magic bands still. To get off the ship on a port day, you've got to come down to deck 3 and head to the forward, so we're just passing through after hours section. We're coming for your Skagway. Actually, I'm going to give a quick alteration to what I just said. It's at the mid, not at the front. Officially touchdown in Alaska and the Disney Wonder. Just pause for a photo. We get a photo at the front. So we've got off and there's a sign that says, "Welcome to Skagway, you are at Broadway Dock." Where we need to go just in case we forget what our ship looks like. One of the common excursions is to take the steam train. I think it goes up into like the mountains. Some of the feedback I've heard is that it's nice, but they would have appreciated if you'd be able to get off the train, which obviously doesn't let you do that. So we've opted for a bus tour that has multiple stops through scenery to allow us to appreciate the beauty that Skagway offers. The sun is hot, already regretting the extra layer, but I'm hoping when we get up into the mountains it will cool down a little bit, and I'll be glad to have this. Skagway Trading Co. is basically the most touristy shop you could think of. So if you want your knickknacks, your Alaskan bits and bobs, this is where you need to come to be able to get them. Got some moose stuff. Moose. This train just stopped. Very old-fashioned in terms they've got 2 people stopping people instead of having like proper crosswalk and level crossings. Whether or not that's just because they only get the trains coming in during tourist time, or don't really know, to be honest. It's very interesting Such a small little town. You think it's like kind of set in old time, but then it has things like contactless, which kind of brings you back to the 21st century. Just by Corrington's, they've got a museum at the back of the shop, so let's go have a look. Just tucked at the back, Corrington Museum of Alaskan History. It's all about the Eskimo legends who came to hunt the woolly mammoths. Some assorted Clovis points that they used to hunt the mammoths. So it looks like between 1783 and 1867, Russia ruled Alaska, and then in 1867 it was purchased back. So the shaded area of the map shows all the land ceded to the United States by Russia in the 1867 sale of Alaska. Famous for the gold rushes. Don't know if these are real, but they look like they're the tusks of like elephants or mammoths. Oh, so they're not elephant tusks, they're actually walrus tusks. So it says here the display exhibits 3 Eskimo legends as depicted in Scrimshaw on walrus tusk by King Island Eskimo Bernard Kativzak. So this is a mammoth tusk. It's been carved. It says Master Inside Passage carver Eddie Lee depicts 14 mammoths battling 36 individual hunters with ivory lances. Carver Lee worked on and off on this piece of sculpture for over 2 years. So this female mammoth tusk from the Alaskan Arctic is estimated to be 30,000 years of age. Upon close inspection, you might discover one hunter in the process of setting up his hunting partner to be killed by the mammoth. Sacrifice. Carving completed May 2011. Venturing deeper into this small town, seeing lots and lots of jewellery stores. There's very similar shops, but ultimately I think the key takeaway was that there are so many jewellery stores. As this is a gold rush / gold mining old town, makes sense they've got so many jewellery stores here. Skagway's got shops for your souvenirs, your t-shirts, your hardware. It's got electronics, it's got sweets, it's got drinks. I've seen a bedding shop, I've seen a pet store, I've seen an ice cream shop. But one thing they haven't got is a jewellery shop. Can't seem to see any jewellery shops. You can park here for 2 hours between April 15th and October 15th. The cruise ships stop coming at the end of October. So obviously explains why they've got restrictions in place. Must get a lot of their income and business from tourists during the cruise season. Must really die off during the winter months. Reindeer Reuben sold there. Basically a hot dog made out of reindeer meat. Don't know how I feel about that. Probably tastes just like a hot dog, to be honest. If you want to send yourself something from Skagway, there's a US post office just there. Opposite the Alaskan store. So a little bit of a walk down the street from the main cruise terminal. It's now time for our excursion, and we've been told to wait and meet near the locomotive display 20 minutes beforehand. So that's what we're doing. We are waiting 20 minutes beforehand, ready to head up on our tour to Yukon Suspension Bridge. This looks like it could be our tour. Whilst we booked it with Alaska Shore Excursions website, the tour is actually operated by Alaska Snowbird Tours.
Even our rec center has a happy lamp, and it is so necessary for the health of our people that you don't even have to have a membership to the rec center. As a customer service and service to the community, they let people go in for free to use the happy lamp. Isn't that nice? Very caring. Now, I do want to show you a little foreshadowing for our tour today. Look to the right. You're going to see a beautiful river, the Skagway River, chock full of glacial silt, and then look up. That is where we're heading, those beautiful views.
That's Mount Hefty, with a glacier on top of it. You've got a glacier on the left as well. Look at it, stunning. This one, we've got a pipe which apparently provides all of their electricity. And then you've got the waterfall.
And there is a very specific reason why it is designed that way. Now I want you guys to take a look. It's over on the right. Here it is. You get to see it up close and personal. I've heard also that the Empire State Building, or maybe it's Lady Liberty, I don't know, one of those can fit under it. So that's pretty exciting to look down if you're afraid of heights. But now that we're safely on the other side, I can tell you why it's designed that way. And it's because, well, there's a gigantic fault line running right under it. And you're welcome. I told you over here, so you didn't have to worry about it.
4 more glaciers. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We've arrived at the Yukon Suspension Bridge now. We've got a gift shop on the left. We've got little snacks on the right. Restrooms are just over here. Look at this. Woohoo! Tickets for the Yukon Suspension Bridge were included as part of our tour. They offer a scavenger hunt for children, which allows you to get a free little prize at the end. This suspension bridge is a lot more quiet than the one we did in Vancouver. Capilano, I think it was called. There's hardly anyone here. Here I go! It's a lot more sturdy than the Capilano suspension bridge. Oh, too bright! When you get to the Yukon Suspension Bridge, you're actually going forward an hour back to Vancouver time. So instead of being 9 hours behind the UK, you're now 8 hours again. On the other side of the suspension bridge, they've got loads of these stone sculptures which are called Inukshuk, which is a traditional stone sculpture built from unworked stones. The Inuit and other native people of the Arctic region of North America use these stones as tools for survival. They are markers for navigation, fishing, camps, hunting grounds, food caches, and places of veneration. And I just witnessed a very selfish person go up there, sat in between the Inukshuk, and when she was leaving, ended up knocking some over. This is why we can't have nice things, people. Be respectful of the paths. Don't go places you're not supposed to go. Otherwise you end up ruining it for everyone. On the time difference thing, just bear that in mind when booking your tour, because it being an hour later at the Yukon Suspension Bridge, it means that it closes at 5 o'clock when actually your tour might start an hour earlier. So on our tour, we had less stops on the way up because we were getting here to make sure we've got enough time at the bridge before it closed. We'll have a lot more stops on the way back instead. Time to cross the suspension bridge again. So a couple of steps to get down to the suspension bridge. And then it's fully metal. It's not as rickety. I don't think rickety was the right word. It's not as unstable, like less bouncing than the Capilino suspension bridge. Look at those views. Stunning. This side is definitely the better view. Hey Canada! It's our first stop on the way back from the suspension bridge. We've stopped again. Come on a little hike down a bit closer to this pond area. I keep not really saying it, but the view's stunning. The sandbank actually splits the two rivers apart, and you don't know if you can see on the camera, don't even know if you can hear me, but the colour difference between the two is caused by fresh water versus glacier water. So like the glacier salts and minerals is what causes the water to change colour. The hike's not too difficult. Kids were able to complete it, but obviously accessibility needs, or if you're a bit uneasy on your feet, you might want to sit this one out. We're back in Alaska. We got a little bonus on our tour. I think you can hear it. I'll be back into the bus. The tour's been great. And massive shout out to Marissa. Back at the ship. Fantastic tour, can't recommend it enough. So it's Alaska Snowbird Tours. I'm going to drop a link. If you're ever in Skagway, please go and do that tour and give Marissa a shout out. She told us her story and how she moved out here 9 seasons ago, and as of 3 seasons ago she became the owner of the company. So really want to support her. It's fantastic. Marissa was giving us some insight into life in Skagway. So an avocado, if you can get one, $5. And cheese, specifically it's cheese from Philadelphia, $20 for a block of cheese. It's crazy. Said that they only get Skagway only gets a food delivery barge once a week, and that's on a Tuesday. So then Wednesday, supermarket's full. Thursday, starting to run out of things. Friday, you're probably good about, but then Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, I suppose, until the evening, supermarkets are empty. Also, the houses don't have any house numbers on it. If you want post or expecting post, it gets sent to the post office, and you've got a PO box, and you have to go there. Just got to change quickly, get a bit more comfortable, get the legs out. It was quite nice spending the entire day off the ship because when we came back, felt like coming home. Got an update on the luggage situation. Obviously they couldn't repair it. They were going to speak to the manager what to do. Had a message on the cruise line app to say check the guest services. Went and checked again. They gave it back. They did say that if I wanted to take the suitcase, that would be fine. But to be honest, I've got so much stuff, I'm probably going to be over the limit, so I need to have as much lightness as possible. But they've also given me a card with a claim number for me to contact Disney Cruise Line. Slightly inconvenient because I have to phone a US number. So I might actually see if I can claim or ring on board and then see what they're going to do about that. It is time for dinner, and tonight we are eating at Tiana's place, which apparently has a bit of a show. So I'm quite excited to eat here because me loves Tiana. We are now sailing away. Sail away to Skagway. Because we are sailing away. On our way to Juneau. So funny enough, Skagway has a road, but Juneau doesn't have a road. So the only way to get to Juneau is either by boat or by air. So for people who want to go from Skagway to Juneau, which is the capital of Alaska, they have to either get a boat or fly over. And Skagway doesn't have any doctors or hospitals, so if you get hurt, you need to fly over there, which Marissa was telling us can cost $2,000 just to get to the hotel, the hospital. That's Skagway over there. Over there, that's Skagway. So it's tiny, it's only like 4 blocks wide, teeny tiny. They've only got about a month and a half left of cruise season before they will shut up until April time next year. Probably thinking, Ben, you said you were going to dinner. Why are you not going to dinner? Got distracted, alright? We're going to dinner now. Wash those hands.
Mac and cheese or mini burger. What's she screaming about?
For dinner for today, I'm going for the warm cheddar cheese and applewood smoked bacon tartlet. And for entree, I am going for the New York sirloin steak. I know, one of each. How unlike me. But save myself for dessert because they've got baked Alaska. I went for the baked Alaska and the flourless chocolate cake. This is the baked Alaska. And this is the chocolate cake. It's the end of the night, which means I'm doing my drink run. Heading up on deck to fill my drink up. In terms of dinner, I would say that the atmosphere in Tiana's was great. 4 out of 5. Dinner, 4 out of 5 as well. Would have been better if we had a better seat for the stage, but Lewis and Tiana did come around for a little bit, so we did get to see them. I'm going to wrap up the vlog right now because we need to get an early night because we have a early morning excursion tomorrow where we have to be off the ship by 8 AM, so we've got to grab some breakfast. We are heading to Juneau for our excursion, and obviously it's part of the ship. But this is probably the excursion I've been looking forward to most. Is we are going dog sledding up in the mountains, so that involve getting a helicopter ride up into the snow, and then have some time with the dogs and doing a bit of dog sledding. So you don't want to miss that, so make sure that you're subscribed. Please drop a like on today's video if you enjoyed it. Really helps me out, helps other people find content, especially Disney content like mine. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, see you real soon.